tell yourself you're the shit. Tell yourself you're actually the most valuable person in there, even if you're not. And this is the power of... Alright guys, we are back, and today we'll talk about how to connect with millionaires and guys who are just overall way further ahead in their career, in their business than you are. And today I'll share with you the stuff that I've learned throughout the past 5 years of meeting guys who have a high net worth, millionaires, the mistakes I've made, and the stuff that I would really do differently. So the first thing you need to understand is in the beginning, you don't want to actually network. And so I see a lot of beginner entrepreneurs, guys in the space, make this mistake where they don't have any value to offer in the beginning. And so the highest leverage thing you can do in the beginning is to make yourself more valuable. You are the product. Because think about it, networking or socializing is really nothing but a value exchange. So what is the value you can offer to some of these guys? Right? Do you have high value skills that someone might require? Can you do video editing? Can you do cold outreach marketing? Can you do sales? Can you do some of the stuff that a lot of these high value guys actually need? Do you have an outstanding work ethic that you can look back on? So I've hired people in my previous business that were not necessarily way ahead in their career, but they just had this work ethic. They had this mentality that really got my attention, and I connected with them, right? So I'm not saying you need to have a lot of money, you need to have all of this crazy stuff in the beginning, but you want to become valuable in some shape or form, whether through your work ethic or some of these skills, but you don't just want to network like a lot of these guys, and really it doesn't help you at all in the beginning. The next thing is, never pedestalize anyone, right? Every multimillionaire is as human as you are. And so it's very, very easy in the beginning to get intimidated by some of these guys. And I did that a lot, right? I would go into some of these rooms with guys who are just way wealthier than I am or are way ahead in their career. And that would intimidate me. And that would almost shrink my persona and who I am. But you need to keep in mind that these successful guys want to have fun and they want to be around equals. They don't want to be put on a pedestal because it doesn't make them feel good and it really doesn't help anyone. So by treating these people differently, you are repelling them, ironically. So before going into any room, what I want you to do is tell yourself you're the shit. Tell yourself you're actually the most valuable person in there, even if you're not. And this is the power of visualizing and, without getting into this woo-woo spiritual stuff, actually imagining who you are. Because that confidence will shine through and create opportunities for you. And a good example is, actually, where's the picture? This year, this first picture was at a crypto event 2 years ago in Thailand. And when it comes to crypto, there were guys, typically this guy, who were way further ahead. He's actually the manager of a big hedge fund in crypto. And so I would really, when talking to these people, treat them like friends and just be very chill. And that allowed me to connect with them, make friends. And the opposite would be to, really treat them as these like superhumans. Really never do that. Never pedestalize anyone. Now, the third thing, and this took me some time to learn, is you need to know when to shut the fuck up, right? And so a quote I love from Mark Twain is, "It's better to keep your mouth shut and appear stupid than open it and remove all doubt," right? Because you will be in rooms with much more successful, competent men, and sometimes you need to learn to embrace silence. Less is more. You really can't learn if you always talk. And so a mistake I did, I would just talk a lot and blabber about my experiences and whatever, when really some of these guys could not care less. And it's not even that they're arrogant. They just don't care because they've already done it. They've heard it a million times. And so you really want to become excellent at the skill of listening. And one hack is remembering details goes a long way. So if in one conversation you notice you notice a special hobby that a guy has, or a special affinity he has towards, I don't know, a song, a music type, a culture, whatever it is. Remembering that detail and then strategically placing it again in the conversation you have with him is definitely going to make that person remember you more. And it's going to make you stand out. So you want to become much better at listening than just talking all the time, right? Listening is a super powerful skill. And last but not least, you want to build an elite online presence, because all of these contacts, all of these people you are going to meet when networking, you want to have a centralized place, almost like a CRM. In business, that's a customer relationship management. So one centralized place where you can have all of these networks, all of these people, and where you can either chat with them, they can see your lifestyle, they can see what you're doing. And really, most communication nowadays happens online. So by you not having that elite online presence, you are missing out and you are shooting yourself in the foot, right? Because your Instagram is your ID. Your Instagram or your social media is nowadays an extension of your personality, and it is your gateway to the world. So you want to polish it. You want to optimize it. So people actually have a good perception of you when they're not directly talking with you. One method I've used to really build that elite online presence is reverse engineer what you want to convey. And what I mean by that is most people look at Instagram the wrong way. They think about, oh, I like these pictures, I'm going to post them. No, you want to go have a top to bottom approach. So look at your highest, most noble values, non-negotiables. What are things that you would not negotiate with? And so for me, that's typically freedom, hard work, and excellence. An example. And so once you have your highest values, you want to look at, okay, how do these display within character traits in myself, right? So typically, freedom would be I always challenge my thoughts, or I travel a lot because I have geographical freedom. And so that traveling then translates into lifestyle, which is, okay, I might take the plane, or I might be on a boat here, and then you can take pictures and videos that actually represent that. Now, let me know if that makes sense. I really try to convey this as simply as possible, but you want to think about who you actually are and then convey that through your Instagram. That's a much simpler way to put it. You don't just want to randomly post stuff and then optimize stuff later. So those are really the most important things. I could have made this 30 minutes long, but I wanted to keep this short and simple because I still have some stuff to do. So let me know if you like these videos and I'll keep on posting more.